Hello sports fans, Borough fans out there, everyone around the world, welcome to yet another video with your boy A.J.T. This is basically the first episode all over again of a new season of the transfers, rumours and roundup. Like I said, man, last season a lot of you guys actually enjoyed this particular show, so I'm bringing it back to you because you guys are legends and you deserve to have the show back. So, in front of me I've got 5 Borough transfer stories. I've also got 5 to 6 world news stories, but basically we're going to get into the Borough ones first of all, and it's the main man, the fast man, probably our only output at the minute, which does annoy me to say. Our only output at the minute obviously is Adama Traore. Now this guy, as we all know, has been heavily linked last season. We've obviously moved to the likes of Chelsea, etc. This time it looks like he could be going to Wolves, and when I say he could be going to Wolves, it looks like he's pretty much guaranteed set on to go to Wolves. Now this is the thing that we don't want to see happen. Of course we don't want to see Traore leave, but unfortunately for us, he's a talented player and we're in the Championship and many teams are back in the Premier League and they are offering Premier League football, which obviously we can't offer him right now. Tony Pulis come out and also said that he's absolutely powerless about this move. You know what I mean? There's nothing that he can really do. You know, if Traore decides to go, he goes. And if Traore decides to stay, he stays. Now, of course, we have seen before that Traore has turned down PSG about a month ago just to stay at Middlesbrough. So hopefully he turns down the likes of Wolves, Newcastle, and Huddersfield that are also linked with him. PSG are back in for him, though. PSG are interested, but like I say, Wolves are looking to basically sometime this week to try and trigger that release clause of £18 million and try and bring him towards Wolves. Now, like I just said there, we're all hoping hopefully he doesn't go. The chances are he might go. So if he does go, good luck to him. If he stays, absolute legend, you know. It must be difficult for a player of his sort of ability to turn down Premier League football and want to stay in the Championship, but it also shows how loyal he is if he does stay with the Borough and does another season in the Championship. Now the next one is going to be a hard name to pronounce. He's actually from Iceland, this guy. He's called Vidar On Kajarensen, I believe his name is, and he plays for Maccabi Tel Aviv. Now this guy, he plays for the hardest team in the world to pronounce, and his name is pretty hard to pronounce as well. He's been linked to Borough now. He's actually pretty cheap. He's only rumoured to be valued around £3.5 million now for a striker. £3.5 million. If he comes here and bangs in 25 goals this season, if he does sign for us, an absolute bargain. If he comes here and flops and he scores a goal, then you know it's unfortunate for him. But as far as I know, when I was reading about this particular story, he could be coming in to replace Britson Bolonga. Now we all know that 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, somewhere on that sort of mark, Britson Bolonga actually had a row with Tony Pulis on the training pitch, which obviously meant, you know, Tony Pulis probably is putting to the back of his mind at the minute, Britson Bolonga, if you like, and that's why maybe he's looking at other strikers. Now this guy, I've heard that he's a decent player. You know what I mean? He got over 20 goals in his league last season. So if he comes in, hopefully he can have the same sort of fire rate, and hopefully pushes up that Championship. But it all depends on whether he comes in. Like I say, there's a lot of clubs in for him as well. Newcastle look to be interested as well. So you know, we'll wait and see what happens with him. But like I say, from what I've read, he looks a decent player. Now everyone looks good on the internet. We know that already. Until he's here in a Borough shirt, until he plays 12 games, we can't really judge him. But for right now, that's who we're linked with, £3.5 million. If the deal goes through, then it's a good bit of business. On to the third one now, and of course, this guy could be replacing the likes of George Friend. Obviously, as we've seen, Fabio left, and that did hurt. I think it hurt myself, and it did hurt a few Borough fans out there. But the likes of Joe Bryan from Bristol City could be coming in now. He's Bristol City's left back. He knows Aidan Flint as well. He's obviously played Aidan Flint as well, so you know, he's a decent little player. And once again, there's a lot of clubs in for him, including Premier League teams. Again, the likes of Newcastle want this guy. They pretty much want every single player that Borough want as well. I don't know if they're just trying to set up a rivalry there or what. I know Bristol City value the guy actually £10 million, but they are willing to sort of let him go for let's say around £6 million is what Newcastle want to try and bid. Now, even though he's valued $10 million, they are willing to decrease the offer if a decent offer comes in, like the likes of 6 to 10 million comes in. They are willing to let Joe go. Now, from what I've seen, he's a decent left back. He really is a decent left back. Will he be as good as George Friend? Will he have the impact that George Friend had when he came to Middlesbrough? We don't know this, but of course, it's important that we do go and get another left back in case George Friend does pull up with an injury, which he's getting on now. So who knows? Who knows? Midpoint of the season, he might get a hamstring. He could get absolutely any sort of injury. And if we don't have the backup there, then we have to rely on the likes of Dale Fry, who might not be as comfortable position, or Ben Gibson, who we've seen throughout pre-season, play at left back, may not be in the most comfortable position. So Joe Bryan, if he comes in for £6 million, if we can beat Newcastle to the deal, then and fantastic. But going off that, our left back that did leave us was Fabio. He actually went to Nantes, the 28-year-old. He's been here for about 2 or 3 years. I really like Fabio, I really did. And for me, I would have started in the season with George Friend. Now, tell that how you will, but when he left, I was absolutely devastated. To be honest with you, I really do like Fabio. I rate him pretty highly. Good luck to him. He's obviously good luck to him over in France. Of course, his twin brother Raphael plays for Lyon, so he's going to be with him as well in France. So let's say, good luck to him. On his time here, do you know what I mean? He did pretty well, and you know what I mean? And I thought he gave us all every single game. The only disappointing thing is that he has gone for £1.7 million to Nantes, which I'm a bit gutted about. I thought we could have at least got about £4 to £5 million for him, but he's gone for 1.7 million. I personally would have probably gone for more if possible, but of course he's departed us. So good luck to Fabio. And the last bit of business with Butter, this guy's actually a free agent from West Brom. Tony Pulis did play with him last season. It's James Morrison. Now, there's been a lot of talk about this guy flying to T-Sport and whatnot. We don't know if he's going to come back to Borough. You know, it's still up in the air with him. But what we do know, he's a free agent. Last season, he only managed a record attempt of 6 appearances for West Brom. Actually got an Achilles injury pretty early into the season, which pretty much ruled him out for the full season. He couldn't really do much with it. So, like I say, but as far as we know, Pulis has met with him. Pulis is wanting to bring him back. And like I say, if he does come back, then I would take him back. You know, I know he's getting on now. He's about 32, 33-year-old. I know he's getting on, but like I say, what he does bring, he brings experience. He brings Premier League experience as well. You know what I mean? He knows how to dominate in midfield. Like I say, if he can keep injury free, then it's an absolute bargain. That's it for the Borough news. We've moved to some world news now, and we're going to talk about Wolves straight away. João Moutinho, I believe it's called, from Monaco, is set to sign. Now, they've got a lot of Portuguese players in their team. They're almost signing at the ex-Portuguese national team. But like I said, João Moutinho, you know exactly what you're going to get with him. 31-year-old, a very good midfielder, experience as well over in the French leagues. And I think he'll do well for these. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? I think he'll do really well. He's coming in for £6 million, which I was actually quite surprised at. I thought it'd be a lot more with the experience that he has, with the age he is as well, and for the league and for the team he's played in. But no, I say £6 million for 31-year-old João Moutinho. You cannot go wrong with that one. Chelsea is our next one we're going to talk about. And this one's actually Willian. Now, Barcelona have just decided to buy all the best English wingers, the likes of Coutinho, another one, Willian. Now, Willian, they've actually put a bid in of £65 million, which I think is a pretty good offer, to be honest. I mean, you know, Willian, yeah, he's getting on now. He's about 28-year-old. He still has his pace, still has his flair, still has his skill. But you leave him another 2 seasons, is he still going to be worth £65 million? If Chelsea want to cash in, I would cash in him right now. And I would take £65 million, and I would probably go and buy someone else who's a bit younger. Maybe he's a bit more experienced, like the likes of a Darren Traore. If you've got £65 million, go and get that guy to maybe try and replace Willian. And like I say, also with interest of him as well as Manchester United now, of course. Jose Mourinho, Manchester United manager. He won't let that deal go through. If he's obviously interested, he's going to battle all he can to try and bring him to Old Trafford. It'd be interesting to see who gets him, whether it be Barcelona, whether it be Manchester United. Like I said, Manchester United at the minute have not put a bid in. It's only Barcelona, £65 million. We'll see what happens with that transfer move. Manchester City next, and they're out again spending some big money. This time Pjanic from Juventus, and next want to spend €100 million on this player. I ain't too sure what that works out inside of English currency. But as far as I know, this guy again, you know, he's world-class midfielder, and it's as simple as that. €100 million. We're going to see if he goes, we're going to see if he doesn't. The chances are he probably will go, because let's be fair, I know Juventus just got Ronaldo and whatnot, but they are offloading a lot of players as well. But as we can see, Manchester City, who are obviously English giants at the minute, you know what I mean, they are winning the league quite often. The chances are he might go there, but we don't know just yet. Stoke City have actually done a bit of business as well. They've actually brought in 2 signings. The first one being James McLean from West Brom, who obviously got relegated, but they're actually losing quite a lot of their key players at the minute. James McLean is in there, and he's actually completed the signing for £6 million, which I thought was a bit cheap for James McLean. I thought he might go for around £10 to £12 million, but he hasn't. He's gone for 6 on a 4-year deal. And I think it's a fantastic signing for Stoke City, if I'm quite honest with you. You know, Stoke City do not want to mess around. Obviously, Stoke City do not want to mess around in the Championship. They obviously want to try and go straight back to the Premier League, first time of asking. And with the players they're signing, you can probably see that happening. That's if they keep hold of the likes of Jack Butland, who's obviously on Chelsea's shortlist, Ryan Shawcross as well. You know what I mean? They've got some key individuals in their team. Of course, we already know as well, Stoke City have already lost Shaqiri. He went to Liverpool. So, you know, we'll see how they get on. But in his replacement, they brought in James McLean, and they're also bringing in Tom Ince. In the next 48 hours, he should be confirmed as a Stoke City player. He actually passed his medical on Saturday, and he's completed the move for £10 million. Now, they have pretty much both their sort of left and right wing sorted. I know neither one of these probably touch Shaqiri's level of skill and flair, but they are still decent championship level players. Now, Tom Ince is actually dropping down a league. He's at Huddersfield. He was getting a decent look at Huddersfield as well, but he clearly sees more of an opportunity at Stoke City to maybe make his name again. So that's where he's gone to. So like I said, next season, two big threats there, but I think Stoke City will probably be the biggest threat in that championship, if I'm quite honest. And obviously the big talking point as well, Juventus, they went out and actually bought Ronaldo. I never thought he'd go to Juventus, I'll be completely honest. And when I seen this move go through, it shocked me a little bit. I didn't expect Ronaldo to go to Juventus, but he's gone there and he's on some ridiculous wages, man. I'll be completely honest with you, man. And trust me, man, if I was a pound behind him, I would be very, very happy. The guy's moved for a record £88 million. Now again, Ronaldo, he's 33. And I thought he would be going for a lot more than 88 million, you know, but he hasn't. £88 million is a record transfer fee for them players. I should say for Juventus. And like I say, he's on 500k a week, £2 million a month, if you want to work that one out. Yeah, quite a hefty move. 4-year deal, so when he leaves there, he should be 37. Will he retire at Juventus? Will he maybe he's going to a coaching role? We don't know what Ronaldo's doing. Ronaldo does what Ronaldo wants. But like I say, he's gone there, good luck to him. But like I say, this has been the Tuesday transfers, rumours and roundup. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, as always, smash that like button down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys again soon. Up the butter, peace.